Edmonton Impact already had a great lineup before they added all-around killer Justin Rabikoff, Dave Baines, who was one of the best on-field records of any player in the history of the sport, and D-side specialist Greg Sewers, who was one of the best players in the PSP last season. Add in Ryan Moorhead and Justin Cornell, and you have an offensive machine. The Akmek brothers, Zane and Zach, are playing their typical consistent great paintball, as is veteran Joshua Met. This season, the best that they've been able to finish is third, but Impact is still one of the most entertaining teams in the game, regardless of how they finish. It's just a matter of time until they get all their talented pieces working together in order to beat the other powerhouse teams in the league. Look for Impact to stick with their aggressive ways and continue to push forward. With the squad they have, they will win an event. It's just a matter of time. Los Angeles Infamous is versatile and hungry, experienced and dangerous, and they play best when their backs are against the wall. They're known for their hot and cold play, and you just never know what you're going to get when Infamous takes the field. They've avoided getting relegated to the Challengers Division twice this year and are on the hunt for a win. Infamous's solid roster is filled with weapons in every position. Damian Ryan has played out of his mind this season and is easily their best player this year. The rest of the team has struggled with consistency, but with stars like Bobby Avilas, Drew Templeton, Brad McCurley, Nikki Cuba, and Kevin Callie Rudolph, they will always be in the running to win events.
So here we go. Welcome back. 2013 PSP West Coast Open. I'm Matty Marshall with Todd Martinez and Chris Asoya. Been very much looking forward to watching this game that's about to go down right now between Edmonton Impact and Los Angeles Infamous. Infamous, you could say they underperformed yesterday. They went 1-1, so they did get a win, but it was a narrow victory. They had to come back against Top Gun, and then they lost to Damage 5-3. So this is a big-time situation for them. Let's see what they can do here against Edmonton Impact. And Edmonton Impact are good at shooting lanes off the break. And here comes a fast and aggressive, huge breakout for Infamous. They take center 50 off the break. They try to get more penetration and then on the snake side of the field as well. But they do lose 3 bodies from those chaotic, from that chaotic moves. So they still have Drew Templeton on the Dorito side, and Brad McCurley is playing. He blew his shoulder out yesterday, and he actually dislocated his shoulder, but he put it back in the socket and actually shot 4 guys at that point, and he is back there now crawling all the way down the snake side. So what a trooper, strictly for the hardcore, Brad McCurley, but he is about to get double bunkered right now. Well, let's see, how is he grabbing his shoulder? No, so okay, that's really good. He's a weapon for Infamous, and you know, it's a good thing to have Brad McCurley on the squad. But Infamous losing that first one.
Yeah, and Brad McCurley dove into the snake very gingerly. You could tell that he was trying to make sure he didn't dive straight in, hurt himself. So at least he's on the field. It's going to be good news for Infamous.
Right. Absolutely. So we are going to head to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here. Score 1-0, 19:07 on the clock.
No one can tell what lives inside you. It's not for them to see. It's for you to find. And that knowledge comes slow and painful, and it comes through heartache and struggle. It comes through getting whooped long enough and hard enough until you realize that you can't be broken by somebody else. Failure and success have the same origin. They come from within. Behind every unbelievable move was a player who believed. Behind every comeback lives a spirit that refuses to be beaten into submission. Behind every adventure is a core of courage. This is the stuff of dreams. It's how legends are made. And it's why people will remember your name. So be brave, be relentless, be your own hero.
Welcome back here. This game brought to you by PB Nation. They have up-to-the-date news, info, and also, you know, great forum, buy, sell, trade. You can actually get some of the professional guys' gear that you're watching right now on PB Nation. So check out pbnation.com, join the conversation. So here we go, 19:07, and I really like the fire. I'll tell you, Infamous was like, look, we played flat yesterday, they know it, and they came out with some gumption, right? Well, I wouldn't say gumption. They came out with some fire, and they tried to take some ground, and they tried to put the fear of God into Impact, but Impact was able to absorb that aggression and then come back with a little bit of their own. They only had one player left alive, but that's all you need. So let's see what Infamous does here on this breakout, and Impact is able to shoot a player off the break, and it looks like they might have got another one too. Impact, one of the most aggressive teams in the league, especially with some of the new pickups that they got in Justin Rabikoff and Greg Sewers, who is over on the Dorito side in really good position. And here comes Ryan Moorhead, who has just been doing outstanding on the Snake side of the field here in 2013.
And we talked about, how good a lanes Impact is shooting on the break, and I think it's really coming, and helping them out in the break, especially against a team like Infamous. When they're down their heels right away, they don't tend to recover very well. Especially look at this down the field now coming at you.
Corey Bornstein, Fear the Beard, here he comes. New pickup from Edmonton Impact, getting tons of spins out there and doing work for this team. Maddie, can you tell me why Corey Bornstein is playing so well for Impact, but just couldn't seem to get it go for the Ironman? Any ideas?
I don't know. Maybe he just wasn't feeling it on the Ironman, and which is interesting because Bornstein has a lot of experience dealing with Coach Mike Hinman and the guys that play on that squad. I don't think he was really happy with this amount of playing time over there, and decided to quit the team. But then they got picked up for Impact, and actually that's a good pickup for Impact because they need bodies. They've got some guys that are hurt. Joshua Met is not playing this event. They had just cut Jared Stillwell, who went to Thunder. And so it's a good thing they needed a body. Chad George had crashed his jet ski going 70 miles an hour. Thank God he emerged out of that alive, let alone relatively unscathed. But he did hurt his knee a little bit, and then Justin Rabikoff had a little bit of an ankle injury. He's okay, though. He's out there balling it up. But still, Corey Bornstein, man, I don't know. Maybe just a new home. I mean, we've seen him in a few points. He's been playing good in a couple points that they've got him in there. But he definitely adds some depth to Impact, which they already had too anyway, but lost a little bit up with his injuries.
Well, we talked about it, that some players just don't fit in certain programs. And I think this might be the program for him. We'll see.
Yeah, you had said that same thing for sure. All right, well, we'll be right back after this.
PaintballDojo.com. Support your favorite pro teams. Get your name printed on pro team gear. PaintballDojo.com. Lifestyle gear for players. Full color and completely custom options. You can build custom designs straight from our website. Gear available for both men and women. PaintballDojo.com. Lifestyle gear for players.
I want to correct myself. I said Chad George crashed the jet ski. It's actually Justin Cornell that crashed the jet ski, but he is running out there like Speed Lightning, Flash Gordon. So definitely, he seems to be completely fine.
Yeah, it looks like he's pretty okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's amazing.
He's getting wherever he wants, whenever he wants. I mean, he's making that corner, switching it up, breaking out to the Dorito, and, man, Justin Cornell really making a huge impact. Pun.
I was waiting for somebody to throw it down at some point. So now Damian Ryan, who had a real bad day yesterday, trying to get up in the center for LA Infamous, and he's been one of the best players of the year on any team, let alone Infamous. So Infamous getting chopped up, though, and losing bodies as they've really got to get on the board here in this one. But Damian Ryan getting shot out, as well as Bobby Aviles. But Impact losing guys, too, so it's just Justin Rabikoff and Dave Baines playing against 3 players now for Infamous. But no, those guys are taking the walk, too. So a bunch of guys got shot out of their bunker.
Wow.
Dude, Impact is just dropping bombs on the Snake side on the break. Every game we watch them play so far, they're just shooting at least 1 to 2 guys every single game. Bobby Aviles took one straight in the goggles trying to just get out to that mini Dorito over there. And, man, I mean, the combination of Dave Baines and Justin Rabikoff shooting on the break that point was pretty ridiculous.
Well, it might have something to do with the fact that Dave Baines is getting some spins. Dave Baines is one of the top-ranked players in the game, though he hasn't got a lot of reps. He hasn't played a lot of points this season, but the points that he's been getting in there for Impact, he has been able to step up and contribute, and that's because it's Dave Baines.
he is amazing.
That's what Dave Baines do.
Yeah, he does. That's what he does. Shoots guys off the break, talks a lot, rolls his gun, shoots 12 pods, and is just kind of a straight, amazing, dominant presence out there overall.
Yeah.
And he has been doing that for 10 years.
Yeah, he has. And he's also...
Tell me a bad season Dave Baines has had since 2002. I can't think of one.
No, me either. Actually, he plays just phenomenal paintball left, right, and center. We actually saw him getting a snake a few times in his career.
So what is Infamous going to do now, man? They're down 3-0 against Impact. They came out with a really high, probably one of the most aggressive crossfield plays we've seen in this tournament, the first point. They got chewed up, though, and then they went to a conservative game plan, got chewed up on that, and just not able to get it done out there.
I think Damian Ryan has to go up the middle, do some work, try to get it done.
He's trying. He went up there and he got shot underneath the X.
They're shooting such good lanes, man. They know a lot. They must have practiced field a lot because they know every shot on this field right now.
You know, Infamous has put a ton of practice time in, so has Impact. Playing multiple teams across multiple weekends, different states, and just still, Impact right now just better than LA Infamous. 17-20 on the clock here. Yeah, Dave Baines, Todd, 4 confirmed kills so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see him. I mean, his shots are just right there. Guys are getting just a few steps out of their bunker and just wearing it.
There's a decent chance that Dave Baines may emerge as the Top Gun leader after this event because of the way he's been playing out here. The fact that he's already in the top 5 with the limited points that he had played. You only have to play 8 points a tournament in order to at least be in the factor. Ooh, but Dave Baines catches one, gets his eye dotted, trying to stay and double up in that back center. See him walking off. Now we're looking at Infamous's line. And Infamous losing Nicky Cuba off the break.
But they got Bobby Aviles right there. Took a bouncer to the head. Referee going to come check him out. He's clean. Bobby Aviles going to go all the way into Snake 3. Damian Ryan bumps out to the Dorito Tower. Ryan Moorhead fills out to the Snake corner. Bobby Aviles ends up getting shot out of Snake 3. He's going to come walking off right now. So Damian Ryan with AJ Trillett and Kevin Rudolph over here as Damian Ryan almost picks up Tim Montresor. Callie Rudolph comes out of the corner, dives into Dorito 1 for LA Infamous. AJ Trillett fills the Snake corner. Tim Montresor comes up into Snake 3 from that corner. Greg Sewers gets shot out of Dorito 2, trades out with Callie Rudolph. So just AJ Trillett and Damian Ryan left for Infamous. Damian Ryan comes out of the Dorito Tower, bumps into Dorito 1. Tony, the referee, gonna run over there and throw a major.
On Damian?
On Damian Ryan. So Damian, with a shot in the arm, is gonna get AJ pulled, so that should be an automatic point because when there's only 2 bodies left, clock stops instantly. Tim Montresor doesn't have to go run the flag in. There's one of those instances that we just talked about. So Montresor, Bornstein, closing that game out for LA Infamous. Looked like Bornstein got the shot in on Damian Ryan as he dove in. And the referee gonna throw that major, so gonna be tough now for Los Angeles Infamous. One of the best players on their team, gonna be serving 2 minutes in the box.
You know, what a great team right now. 4-0 in Edmonton Impact.
Yeah, 4-0, and Infamous still trying to fight their way into this tournament. We'll be right back after this.
Check this out, the Imperial program from GI Sports. Get 100% of your paint money back in cash. Sign up, win, paint's free. Take second, get half your paint cash back. Not good enough? How about more cash? Have your team rock our V-Force GI logo grills, get first place, then we'll throw you another $1,000 cash. Second place? No problem. We got $500 with your name on it. It's a total no-brainer. Sign up for the Imperial program at gisports.com.
JT First Shot and JT Splatmaster challenges you to introduce someone into our great sport of paintball. We're offering a free Z100 pistol with a purchase of a Z100, Z200, or Z300 JT Splatmaster marker for this weekend only. Place an order, give the Z100 pistol to a friend of yours that doesn't play, and help our sport grow. Visit freez100.com and order today.
We are back here. 4-0 is the score, 15:50 on the clock, and Infamous, in case you guys just tuned in, has not been playing well here at this event, and they are getting smashed right now by Edmonton Impact. And you're looking across the board, Bobby Aviles 2 kills. Damian Ryan's actually got 3, and Drew Templeton 2. But Callie Rudolph and AJ Trillett also out there. But Edmonton Impact's been all Edmonton Impact in this matchup.
Yeah, Infamous finally gets a kill on the break. They shoot Justin Cornell coming out here to the Snake side, so they're going to even it up. Bobby Aviles gets pinched out of the back center. I think Justin Rabikoff may have wrapped on him from the Snake side. Another body gets shot for Edmonton Impact And he's going to come walking off. I think that's Zane Yakimak over there, number 77, off the Dorito side. So 3 bodies. Infamous in good position to burn this penalty off right now.
You know, and Infamous right there in their heels right here. A little bit, Impact just, I don't know, man. They seem like they're outplaying him a little bit. You know, Justin Rabikoff on the bottom side of your screen looking to get up the field a little bit. He's playing pretty comfortable in that small bunker, Todd.
Well, when nobody's putting enough pressure on Dave Baines, who can just sit in the back center and just roll 12 pods through the snake side of the field, then Justin Rabikoff can pretty much do whatever he wants. As we see right here, he runs from the mini Dorito all the way, dives into the snake, goes to snake 2. Drew Templeton takes off from the Dorito side tower and gets into Dorito 1. Gonna leave AJ Trillett over here.
The pressure that Baines puts on other teams is ridiculous. Carries a lot of paint. He's a great gunfighter. He rolls his gun.
And if you're AJ Trillett, you got to know not to run through Dave Baines' gun. If you watch any of these games so far, Dave Baines is shooting this way and then locking this side off. AJ could have made the simple bump from the mini Dorito to the temple, but chose to go out wide to the corner and got chopped up. And that's going to free Dave Baines to come up through the middle with just Drew Templeton and Callie Rudolph both on the Dorito side. In 10 seconds, Damian Ryan's going to be coming out of the box, but now Dave Baines is going to be able to get in good position to shoot Damian coming out of the box. Drew Templeton gets shot out of Dorito 1, so just Callie Rudolph. And now here comes Damian looking to put a shot in on Dave, but Damian makes it out alive, but does not know that Dave is standing there in the side of the A, and he just rips Damian's face apart.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance. Dave Baines has gotten that really good field position up in the center. Baines playing all over that center 50. He's played every inch of that bunker, now going right past the flag and trying to get the shot in on the last guy left alive for Infamous is Callie Rudolph.
What a good game right there. I mean, that's Impact is just, they're really.
It was a good point. This game hasn't been very good unless you're, I mean, if you're an Impact fan, oh, this game's awesome.
Yeah.
If you're an Infamous fan, then you're wanting to smash your computer or your television. But we will be right back in just a few seconds to see if Impact can finish this game off or if Infamous is going to get back in it.
Dan, not this time. Sorry.
We got in trouble in the middle of that match because we lost our composure.
If you believe in yourself, okay, nothing can stop it. If you know you're better than the other guy on the other side, that's all that counts.
That's exactly right.
Okay, it's as simple as that. It's all will.
Ever wonder how your order gets from ansgear.com to you? Using our fast and efficient processing method, your purchase is pulled, verified, and shipped to your door quickly and accurately. Every order is checked for accuracy 3 times before it leaves the warehouse. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner and at an affordable price to get you back in the game. Shop now at ansgear.com.
We are back here. Let's check out the event kill count leaders so far. Konstantin Fedorov leading the way, 42 kills, blowing away the field. It's because of that last game they had when he had 17 kills when they were playing, what was that, Houston Heat and the Ironman. So that's an awesome job by Panilev to get up there. He's second with 28. That's huge for Moscow Red Legion to get Pantaleev to play that well. And also, I mean, he's beaten out the star of that team, Alexander Malloy Birnikov, who's got 27, and then Mishka from Houston Heat, he's got 26, and Oliver Lang with 25. So those are the kill count leaders, and dominating is Konstantin Fedorov with 42 kills so far. I mean, and he was a leader heading in for the season. He's gonna even be moving away from other leaders.
He should be almost to the 200 mark because he was at about 150 before, wasn't he? Well, around 150, I think it might have been 120. I mean, he's definitely got to be around 160, 170 now.
Just having an amazing year for an amazing player. So go to PaypalAccess.com and go to the stats page, check out how all the different statistical measures, your favorite players.
My favorite players.
Here we go. Infamous and Impact. Infamous getting goose egged out here right now.
And they're going to lose another body going out to the Dorito corner. Golly, Impact right now. I don't know if any team's going to have an answer for the way Impact is shooting people on the breakout here. Impact's still going to have one more game at the end of the day against Damage for our last match of the day, and that should be an awesome one.
That's going to be a good game, man.
That's another finals game.
There goes Montresor into the snake. As soon as he comes around, he gets grilled up by Brad McCurley.
But Bobby Aviles,
down the wire.
Bobby Aviles dies in the process, though. You know, Dave Baines just locking on the lane on top side of your screen.
Yeah, and it looks like AJ Trillett just got pounded down by, I think it was Ryan Moorhead, and Moorhead is trying to assassinate the last guy left alive, and he does. So nice job. Edmonton Impact continues to put it on Infamous as they are starting to break.
Yeah, six unanswered points straight up against Infamous. They're just not looking as crisp, as good as they usually play, man. It's as disappointing as it is for me.
Yeah, well, we saw a fight in the beginning of the game. They came out with that pretty crazy breakout, but since then, it's just been all Impact, man. So we'll be right back after this.
This weekend only, purchase an Empire Prophecy Z2 loader from EmpirePaintball.com and receive a free 240 count upgrade shell. Go to EmpirePaintball.com and enter the promo code WestCoastZ2 when you check out.
So 6-0 here in the smashing of Impact versus Infamous. And then next up after this, we have Damage going to play their first game of the day against Top Gun. And Top Gun got destroyed by X Factor earlier on today. So they are really going to have to bring another level of game to take on Tampa Bay Damage, who's one of the best teams in the league. And then Infamous is going to play X Factor. And then to close out the prelims competition, Damage and Impact.
You know, Damage and Impact game is going to be a balling game right now because, well, here's the thing is that they're both probably going to be in, but they're going to be fighting for the Sunday school.
Well, you're fighting for seeding. You're fighting for also to send a message, man. I mean, everyone's watching all these games. They're watching the webcast back at the hotel. They're in the stands or they're in the VIP area, and they're scouting all these teams. They're not just necessarily scouting moves, but they're also scouting the tempo. They're scouting the tone. They're scouting, okay, well, who looks like who is going to be one of the favorites? If you're, Houston Heat right now, you're going to watch these games and be like, okay, well, is it Infamous or Impact we got to worry about here at this event? Yes, you're going to want to know who goes where.
And there goes Damian Ryan up the middle of the field, but answering that right away.
Losing AJ Trillett on the break. LA Infamous looked like Zane Yakimek tried to go up right away and take out Damian Ryan. But Damian Ryan wraps and blows him away. Then Dave Baines gets shot. Justin Rabikoff gets shot at the same time. Just Zach Yakimek over here on the snake side for Edmonton Impact. So 2 bodies left alive for Edmonton Impact. They also have the Dorito side corner. Bobby Aviles going to come across, dive into Snake 1, try and locate the bodies as Zach Yakimek also dives into Snake 1. Bobby Aviles up over the top, putting pain in on the back corner. Callie Rudolph takes the advantage of Zach Yakimak looking down the wire and goes, oh, but here comes Justin Cornell is gonna run and stab Callie Rudolph out of his Dorito, and the referee is gonna throw a major on Justin Cornell because Drew Templeton shot him coming down the wire, and Justin Cornell played on. Justin Cornell played on and bunkered Callie Rudolph out. So
I thought it was a good move. It was a good thought. I mean, he was on his heels. It's something. It was I mean,
it's a bang bang play, man. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Depends on who picks you up. I mean, he looked blazing fast, so it's not like he took much time trying to get into that spot. But still, hey, Infamous putting a point on the board. And now with that major penalty, there's a glimmer of hope here. We did watch, we didn't get to see it, but we did get to see the interview where this exact same thing, same situation happened to Excessive. And they were able to come back from a 6-1 deficit. Thomas Taylor walked in the pit. He's like, we're going to win 7 points in a row, and we're going to win 6 points in a row and win this game. And that's exactly what they did. So it's definitely possible, especially with the team of Infamous's caliber, but they are going to have to transcend the level of game that they're playing right now, because they cannot continue to come out here and play at the level that they've been playing at and expect to run up 6 points in a row against Edmonton Impact running at Dave Baines' gun in that back center.
Yeah, he's shooting amazing lanes right now, Todd.
Yeah, and please believe that Impact's going to be looking for Damian Ryan to come back up the middle again. So Infamous going to have to put something together where they can keep these bodies alive, not give away a free body to Impact on the break, and let Impact play 4-on-4 and try and burn that major off. Infamous is really going to need to score as many points as they can on this penalty. I mean, we've seen some teams score as many as 3 points on a major penalty, but if Infamous can at least get 2 here, they'll be in pretty good shape, give themselves another chance and maybe get a little bit of momentum. But if they can only maybe get 1 point off this, it's going to be tough to come back here. Just strictly on the way that Impact's playing right now.
Yeah, well, the tough thing is that Impact is really rolling those guns off the break well, and they're also beating Infamous in the second stages of the game too. So let's see if Infamous has it inside them to come back and do what Excessive did over on the Challengers field. So Damian Ryan runs all the way up into the center of the field and able to get in there alive. So yeah, he's able to get in there, and Infamous.
Bobby Aviles getting some kills on the break and then attacking the middle. Callie Rudolph up into Dorito too. So Damian's gonna get pulled out of that center, but Brad McCurley gets here into Snake 2. Tim Montresor gets shot out, and Ryan Moorhead gets shot out. So Infamous gonna need to run that flag in as fast as possible.
And so Brad McCurley
stumbles on the flag. Cost him a couple extra seconds, but he's gonna hang that flag, and in 57 seconds pass on that major penalty. But Infamous doing a good job of shooting that Dorito side on the break, giving themselves an opportunity to get up the field, close it out quickly, and put another point on. And they're gonna be able to play 5-on-4 for another 1 minute and 3 seconds.
Yeah, that was a good point from Infamous. It's exactly what they needed to do to stave off your elimination and try to keep from having to play in another one of those relegation games.
Yeah, it's just, God, I'm just afraid to see that if they don't get another 4 points right here. I just think that Impact's going to take them to the 7th point after this.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. So here we go, 10 minutes and 16 seconds remain. 6-2 is the score. And Justin Cornell still sits in that box for another 1 minute and 3 seconds on that major penalty. Major penalties stay on the clock the entire time.
Yeah, and here comes Bobby Aviles walking in. There's Damian Ryan, Drew Templeton, Nicky Cuba. A lot of clutch players right there on your screen, joined up with Bobby Aviles. I mean, if there's a group of guys out here that could make a run at this, it's these 5 right here, but Impact playing very strong right now. Brad McCurley coming really deep off the line and coming into the temple, but Damian Ryan getting shot on the break out of that back center. Oh, and square in the face out of the back center. There goes Zach Yakimek. Yeah, but Impact able to get down here to the snake side corner, so really wide.
Yeah, so Zach Yakimek taking the walk early. Awesome field position right now for Infamous.
I take that back. There's nobody in the snake corner, and Bobby Aviles is attacking through the middle of the snake side right now, shooting people in the Dorito side and bunkering out Justin Rabikoff right on top of his dome, opening up for LA Infamous. Brad McCurley can run that flag in right now and hang it.
You know,
letting
Infamous,
precious seconds go away.
Infamous plays that good aggressive paintball. They don't play sit in your heels paintball. They're in your face, get up, play aggressive, be crazy.
Well, when they play well.
That's how they play well, yes. You know, playing in the back, trying to play defense or guard the flag or whatever you want to call it, so to speak. They just don't play that kind of paintball. They play in your face, aggressive paintball. But that's what we're seeing right here. I like seeing this out of these guys. It's great.
So a little information coming in from the Challengers field. 187 is they beat the Jesters 7-0. Oof. And it looks like they are now 4-0, I believe.
Yeah,
3-0. They're now 3-0.
This just wasn't the field for the Jesters. You know, Jesters, a little bit older team, not as athletic as some of the teams out here. And, you know, this is just that type of field. You know, there's a lot of big open lanes. You got to have your fastest guys digging as hard as they can out the spots, getting there alive and really shooting people on the break. If you can't shoot people on the break, which is one of their strengths, but, you know, as we witnessed in the Texas Storm game, they weren't able to do it there, and Texas Storm handled them pretty well. Sounds like 187 put the same sort of beat down on them.
Yeah, it also sounds like 187, we're going to see them playing tomorrow morning in the semifinals of the Challengers division here, trying to fight their way back into the Champions League, which they've been going back and forth with.
Yeah, I'll look forward to seeing those guys back out here tomorrow. Myself, I like a 187 a lot. I think they played really well, and I hope I can only see them advance to the Champions League for the World Cup.
They have a really good core of the team. I mean, there's a solid 5 guys on that squad that are just studs. And if they get angry enough and hungry enough, and put the work in, we definitely could see them as, you know, more of an institution in the Champions Division. They need to fill that roster out with, you know, core guys, that some more core players, so they have some depth.
You know, I see an issue. Oh, never mind. I thought there wasn't a guy in the box. They are trying to call a timeout. Dave Baines and Bart Yakimek were trying to call a timeout over here on the far side of the field. You see them guys right now kind of talking about here, because Bart Yakimek have a couple discussions with the guys. And I'm sure they're going to kind of come up with a game plan to kind of lock it down a little bit, Matty.
Well, if you're going to call a timeout and you're Impact, now's definitely the time to call a timeout. You've just let Infamous score 3 unanswered points, and you had a major penalty. You're only 1 point away from victory, but your momentum has been dashed, and you got to get it back. So, yeah, ice Infamous down and make them think a little bit more about their next move and what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, well, Infamous still got 12 seconds on that penalty. So Infamous is going to be playing 5-on-4. Again, if you can get a kill on the break, give yourself a quick advantage. You know, just not having that gun turn around, shoot on the break, and having to get to spots alive, you know, give your players a little bit more freedom. Infamous could take advantage of this and make this a 6-4 ball game. If they can get an early advantage, take advantage of it.
Well, Todd, you can see Infamous on the screen right now. They are definitely looking, you can see Nicky Cuba and the rest of the boys pumping each other up, and they want to fight right now. They know it's at stake. They know their backs are against the wall, and Infamous, they play best in that situation. Let's take a moment here to thank our sponsors for the PSP, Empire Paintball, Dye Precision, GI Sports, Planet Eclipse, DLX, and HK Armory, some of the best companies in the business here. Help us support the sport of paintball and help push it forward by supporting the people that help out in the league. Buy their stuff, go to their websites. Also, all of the companies that are advertising here with the webcast, there's some specials going on. Empire has specials, ansgear.com has specials on Dynasty gear, so you know, look around, and you can even get a free JT Splatmaster pistol with purchase of another one this weekend only. So take advantage of these deals when they present themselves. Also, thanks to PB Nation, you can also buy, sell, trade gear on PB Nation. Even some of the pro players that you're watching out here today have their stuff on that website. So here we go. Is Impact going to step up and try to take this victory? Cornell in the box, but only for another 5 seconds. So look for him to come streaming out and try to get out alive. We'll see if he's able to do it. Yeah, Cornell. Ooh, Cornell comes. You see,
a little sneak.
Yeah, and he made it out alive. Normally guys come sprinting out of there.
Oh, Bobby Aviles is taking a run up the middle of the field to death.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got shot by Corey Bornstein, who ran out to that Dorito corner on the break. He's been posted inside. You like the idea by Bobby Aviles, but as soon as he crossed that command center, that can in the middle, he got chopped up. But here comes Drew Templeton on the attack out of the corner and into Dorito too. He's got Damian Ryan behind him. AJ Trillett now jumps into the Snake 50. Justin Cornell comes out of the inside tower on the Dorito side and straight up to the Dorito 2 for impact. Dave Baines continuing to lock down the Snake side. Bumps across to the tower, inside tower on the Dorito side to try and get a better shot in on AJ Trillett, but Drew Templeton now attacking the 50 for Infamous. Going to try and come around on Justin Cornell. Justin Cornell going to try and put in Damian Ryan and take his opportunity to run.
Yeah. What a move right there by Justin Cornell.
Justin Cornell looking real fluid. Oh, and a major penalty.
That's going to be on
Drew
Infamous.
Templeton. Yeah, Drew Templeton, when Justin Cornell came to get him, Drew Templeton tried to fade to the outside so that Damian Ryan could pick him up. And then shot his gun back at Justin Cornell, so they threw the flag on Damian Ryan, or not Damian Ryan, Drew Templeton.
And that's going to do it for LA Infamous for today.
And that's going to do it for LA Infamous in the tournament. They're probably, well, no, they're going to have to probably play the relegation game tomorrow morning.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Infamous has 1 win, and they play X Factor later.
Okay.
X Factor has 1 win. So whoever wins that game, the Union's going down. Because Union's going to play Damage next, and Damage is playing on fire.
And when we say go down, what we really mean is that they're going to be playing in the relegation game.
They're going to be playing in the relegation game for sure.
So we won't know who's going to go down until those games transpire tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So Infamous versus X Factor, both teams with 1 win. It's going to be whoever wins that game will stay in the champions, and the other team will play for relegation.
So must-win situation for both teams.
Yes. Because Damage and Impact both smoking right now. Both with, or Damage is going to play Top Gun Union next. That should be a game that they should be able to win. So if they win that game, they will be 3-0. Impact is now 3-0, and Damage playing Impact at the end of the day, you know, will be let's try and see what we can get away with against a team that you may see in the finals type of matchup. The infamous X Factor game, that's going to be the game that really determines who's staying up and who's going to be playing for relegation.
Yeah, you know, Union going into that game, Top Gun going into that game 0-3, and Damage heading in 2-0. This is going to be their first game of the day. So we're going to be back with that matchup. It should be interesting. Do not go anywhere.
I wanted a gun that would cover everything. I want to be able to hold off 30, 40, 50 guys coming at me. I want to be able to crawl up and take snipe shots on guys.
Anything you really want in a scenario gun, it has it.
It's just a nasty, nasty tactical gun.
Hey guys, I am down here with Ryan Moorhead and Justin Coronel of Impact. Congratulations, you guys won that one 7-3. It was a tough match. Tell me, When Cornell got a penalty and was in the box, what's the strategy when you're down a body and you don't want them to get points on you?
Well, for this game, time was on our side because we were up 6-0. They scored that point, so it was 6-1. So we just wanted to really kill the penalty with as little damage to us as possible. So we gave up 2 points during it, and we felt like once we were 5-on-5, we were going to be fine. So we were pretty comfortable with it, and we thought that the penalty was a little iffy, so we weren't mad at JC, and our pit stayed really calm, so we just went out there and handled business.
All right, well, despite that penalty, you played really strong during this match. What did you guys talk about, and what made the difference this time around that you guys have had such a cohesive and strong showing?
We're just buying into the plan. Everyone's following it, everyone believes in it. Whatever we're doing out there, everyone's all on the same page, and it's working out for us. Everyone's buying into the same thing, so it's working really good.
Damage has been playing really well as well. They're usually slow and methodical. What are you guys going to be bringing to them to make sure you can pull out that win and go undefeated?
I think we're going to just stick with our stuff. I feel like we're playing better and just believe in our whole team and what we're doing, and we're just going to go at them, and if something changes, we'll change with it, and yeah, we'll take it to them.
All right, quick update from the Challengers field. 187 beat Jesters 7-2-0. Jesters got 2 majors and 1 minor under a minute, so that would definitely throw the game away for them. Stay tuned, I'll be bringing you more.
No one can tell what lives inside you. It's not for them to see. It's for you to find. And that knowledge comes slow and painful, and it comes through heartache and struggle. It comes through getting whooped long enough and hard enough until you realize that you can't be broken by somebody else. Failure and success have the same origin. They come from within. Behind every unbelievable move was a player who believed. Behind every comeback lives a spirit that refuses to be beaten into submission. Behind every adventure is a core of courage. This is the stuff of dreams. It's how legends are made. And it's why people will remember your name. So be brave, be relentless, be your own hero.